Welcome 360 Foodies, Chef Steve here again, and today we're going to be making garlic shrimp. This recipe is very adaptable because once it's made, you can use it to top a salad, you can use it as a taco filling, you can use it with pasta, or you can eat it just alone as an appetizer. So you may ask, what's in this recipe? Well, we're going to have olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, shrimp, of course, that I've peeled and deveined. Then we're going to have garlic, red pepper flakes that you can put to your liking. If you like it spicy, you can add more. Then we use Italian seasoning. Then for the sauce will be caper brine, capers, lemon juice, and cold butter. Then we're going to top it with Parmesan cheese. I'm going to add a little bit of pasta to this one to make it a meal. And then we're going to have Italian parsley. Okay, we're going to get started here. The first thing I'm going to do is preheat my pan, turn my oven on. I'm going to turn the burner up to about 7 to get it nice and hot. Okay, our skillet's nice and hot. Now we're going to add the olive oil. The other reason you want your shrimp to be dry is when you put it in the oil, you don't want it to splatter that much. Because as you know, safety first. You want to keep the shrimp one layer in the pan. You don't want to stack it on top of each other because you want them to cook evenly. And then you just let it sit and cook for a minute. You don't want to stir it. You want to get it nice and a nice crust on it. I am going to add some sea salt to it. There's nothing better when you're cooking than to get that sound of something sizzling in your skillet and then the smell as it's cooking. Especially when you add the garlic. That's the best part. In about a minute, I'm just going to kind of stir it around here. You can see it's starting to turn pink and opaque here like this. And that's what we want. Shrimp cooks relatively very fast. The nice thing about shrimp is you can tell when it's cooked because it'll turn this very pink opaque color, which is really nice. Stir it up a little bit more here. So next thing we're going to add is we're going to add our lemon juice, which are 3 tablespoons, 6 cloves of garlic. Yes, you heard that right, 6 cloves. 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and our Italian herbs. I'm going to stir this all together. Okay, our next ingredient is going to be the caper brine. Give it a little acidic to it. 1 teaspoon of butter. I'm going to let that melt down. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. Okay, now we're going to take the shrimp out. We're going to put them in the bowl. You want to use a slotted spoon because you want to leave the sauce in the pan right now. It can get a little messy, but that's okay. We can clean that up at the end. Now here's our sauce. We're going to add 3 more tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add just about 1 teaspoon of water. Stir this with the sauce. I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. This will slowly melt and thicken. Now I parboiled some pasta earlier, and this is pasta that a friend brought to me from Italy. I'm going to add that to our sauce now. So I'm just making sure the pasta is covered with the sauce. Then we're going to add some Italian parsley into it as well and cook that. Next ingredient, I'm going to sprinkle in about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese before I add the shrimp back in. Stir that up. You want to heat this up until you see the parsley leaves kind of wilting. Once they start to wilt, then you can take your bowl of shrimp and you can add the shrimp back in. And you stir it all together. Oh, the flavors are all coming together. And there we have it, garlic shrimp pasta. So this is a great dish also when you're busy and you come home, you have to make dinner for the family. This is a great dish. It took me less than 15 minutes to cook this. And there was about 10 minutes of prep time. Well, I hope all of you enjoyed this episode of 360 in the Kitchen. I'm really looking forward to seeing you next time.